Coach, congratulations and welcome to BYU. I know fans are thrilled that you're here and will be coaching this new basketball team. And I know the last couple of days have been crazy. Can you put into words what the last 48 hours or more have been like for you and your family?
It's been a whirlwind. The level of excitement in the young household is off the charts. The thing for me that was amazing was just to see the look on my 10-year-old's face when I told him what we were doing. He was super excited. The amount of communication with my network of people, my phone. I've literally been on the phone every waking hour. It's been pretty cool.
When you think about the opportunity that you and your family have, what made this opportunity the right one for you?
Just the family atmosphere, honestly, and the mission of the school tied in with being able to coach at the highest level of college basketball. It just felt like the best fit for our family at this time, and we just couldn't fight that feeling.
You mentioned during your press conference that you've heard from a lot of people. You've got a lot of current players, a lot of former players, coaches, people that are very influential with BYU basketball here to support you tonight. What does something like that mean to you to have them here to support you?
Yeah, honestly it's overwhelming. The history that this place has, so many good players that have come through here. It's humbling to just, I don't know, I'm just a guy that's kind of made my way through the ranks of coaching, and to be able to have this much support is a humbling experience.
I think a lot of people are curious as to why you're in the NBA now. Why go from the NBA to college? Because a lot of people think you go from college to the NBA. So why was this decision right?
Timing in life is everything, and the NBA is great. There's a lot of amazing players, but it's a hard lifestyle. There's not a lot of stability in it, and as a dad of three young children and a wife that's been doing this with me forever, as the more we got to took it to the drawing board, we really felt like it was the best of three worlds. One, we could coach at an extremely high level. Two, we get to be together as a family a bit more, and then three, like I said, we get to do it all with the backing of the school and in the church, and that fits our belief system, and it was just an amazing fit.
What type of communication have you been able to have with current players, and what was the message that you wanted to get across to them?
Yeah, it's been, well, first of all, the level of communication has been awesome. I've talked to all the guys. I've FaceTime with the whole group. I just met them all in the locker room. I've been on the phone with basically all of them over the last couple of days. The main message is I want those guys here. They're a good basketball team together. The thing that has been made to me very obvious with the group is they like each other. They have a great camaraderie with one another, and you can tell why they were good. And so I'm trying to share with them kind of what my vision's going to look like. It's tough on them because they obviously don't know me, but I'm trying really hard to expedite those relationships and make them feel as comfortable as they can.
You mentioned during the press conference that, during this transition, you're going to rely heavily on your staff, which you're still trying to put together. Where do things stand with that? Do you have like a timeline that you would like to get it done, or you want to make sure you get the right guys and that'll happen when it happens?
No, it's a combination of both. I mean, I'm down the road with a couple guys, but the big thing is getting the right people in here. That's what I told the players. I want guys in here that are going to help get them better, that are going to develop them. And, I don't want to rush it, but at the same time, we need boots on the ground. There's no question about it. So, as I mentioned before, there's a lot of coaches that want to come team up with us here. I think they understand what we're going to build on what's already been done here.
We talked about the support that you're seeing from some of the current players and whatnot here in Provo, but over the last 24 hours, we've heard a lot of things from Frank Vogel, and Devin Booker today was talking about you, and I know you guys are close. I know you're close with Chris Paul. What have those relationships meant to you, and what can those continue to mean to you as the head coach of BYU?
Yeah, I mean, the NBA, as we've mentioned before, it's a great league, but I'm not going to miss much other than the relationships, honestly. To be able to forge that tightness of that tight of a relationship, with that level of player. I mean, we're talking about like Hall of Fame level players, perennial all-stars. So to be able to have the relationships I have with those guys is something that I'll miss in terms of the day-to-day. But he's ready to come up and work out with the guys this summer. We'll get him up here to hang, and it's really been cool because Chris Paul is actually one of the first guys that called me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm coming to BYU. I don't know when, but I'm gonna be up there checking you guys out." So Man, that honestly was has been some of the most rewarding things that have happened in this whole thing.
Well, Coach, congratulations once again, and we look forward to working with you over the coming seasons. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.